Alright, welcome to another video IELTS by IELTS Johnny. Okay, so here in this video, I and my three students from my class IELTS 38, we are doing our regular speaking practice. So class, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
You should be ready now. Come on. Okay,
Yes,
let's
I'm
do.
ready.
Okay, let's do topic part 1 first. Remembering people's names. Việc nhớ tên người khác. So, Miss Thanh Thảo, please. So, is it easy to remember the names of people? What do you think?
Dạ. Em nói thì có nghe rõ hả?
I hear you very clearly.
Dạ. Honestly, I just hear once or second times. I will forget to
You'll forget their names immediately, right?
I will forget names of people, and if I hear many times, I can
probably remember it.
Yeah, I can probably remember it.
Okay, so Thảo, what do you do to help you remember people's names better?
Well, for me, I will be remember and
Em sẽ được
kiểu
nhớ
gợi
hả?
nhớ nhiều lần đó thầy.
If you are reminded, to remind someone, nhắc cho ta nhớ. To remind someone of something. To remind someone of something. If I am reminded many times. If I am reminded many times, I will probably remember names better. Nếu tôi được nhắc nhiều lần, tôi sẽ chắc kiểu gì cũng sẽ nhớ tên tốt hơn. If I'm reminded many times, I will probably remember names better.
If I reminded many times,
If I am reminded, nếu tôi được nhắc. If I am reminded, passive, dạng passive.
If I am reminded many times, I will probably remember names better.
How about you, Mr. Nguyen? Is it easy to remember the names of people? What do you think?
So I'm not good at remembering the names of people because I have a little introvert. So I'm less likely to get out and meet people.
To get out and meet people, I am the same thing. I'm very introvert, and I don't really like to get out and meet people that much. But the question concern remembering the names of people. The question does not concern who you are and your activities, you know. So, Mr. Nguyen, please, is it easy to remember the names of people? Cái câu đó đâu có liên quan đến cái hoạt động, cái thứ của em có thích đi ra ngoài không đâu. Is it easy to remember the names of people, Mr. Nguyen? Trả lời thẳng vào.
I think it's not easy because
Say again?
I think it will not easy to remember the names of people.
And why do you say so?
Because some people, they meet a lot of person. Like teacher, they have a lot of students, so sometimes they don't remember the name of the student.
Very good. You gave very good examples. Like for example, after I have taught a few classes, it might be difficult for me to remember the names of my students. Sure. Okay, Miss Thanh Phương here. So, Dương, please. Will you forget other people's names? If they also forget your name, nếu họ quên tên em cũng có quên tên người ta luôn không?
Yeah, I will be like that soon because my memory is bad.
Try to answer in full, okay?
Yeah, okay. So my memory is quite bad. So remember everyone's name. It's not actually what I'm keen on. So if they forgot my names, I will forget their names soon.
Interesting. Now, so tell me, Miss Phương, since you are new here, please turn on your microphone. We are doing speaking practice now. So, Miss Phương, do you think it is important to remember people's names? Việc nhớ tên người khác có quan trọng không? What do you think?
Well, for me, I think that remembering another's names is quite important when I want to make new friends, and in fact, it can help me to
It can help me in my
develop.
work, right?
I can get on well with another friends when I
When I remember the names.
their names.
I see.
And
So, Miss Phương, what do you do to help you remember people's names better? Like, what do you often do? Like, write their names down, maybe give them a nickname, or maybe write on your phone their name or something?
I usually ask their name first, and sometimes I can also ask them for their number, for their phone number, and then I can save their name on my phone.
Yes. Okay, you can write them in a phone book or something like that. So, Mr. Nguyen, please, do you think it's important to remember people's names?
I think it kinda important.
Kind of. Careful. Kinda is kind of. It's kind of important. It's kind of important.
It's kind of important to remember people's name, like
Why?
I think it's important because
But you don't know why, right?
yes.
Basically, when you remember people's name, people will think that you appreciate them, that you respect them, and you think that they are important for you. So that's why you remember them. And in the same way, they will respect you better too. Remember that. When you see someone, try to remember their names. And it's actually a good thing for your career and your social relationship, you know. Now, so Nguyen, how do you feel when people can't or cannot remember your name?
So I just feel normally, and
You would feel normal.
normal.
To feel normal. I would feel normal.
To feel normal. I could feel normal because I could feel normal, and I will remind them about my name. So I don't feel too
Yes.
khó chịu là
I don't need to be bitter, or I don't need to be annoyed by that. To be annoyed, không thể em thấy bị phiền về cái chuyện đó. I'd be annoyed or feel bad about it. I see. Now, so Miss Thanh Thảo, please, do any names have special meanings in your country? Có cái tên nào có ý nghĩa đặc biệt trong nước bạn không? Like every name has a meaning. For example, your name Thanh Thảo means, of course, a clear blue sky. I think no. Trees and forests, I think.
Well, actually, I really don't know it, and I quite not attention about people names.
I don't really pay attention to the meaning of the names, right?
Yeah, I really not pay attention to
I
special
don't
meaning.
really pay attention. I don't really pay attention to the meanings of names.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to the meanings
The meanings
of
of
names
names, I say.
because I hear one name
So
many
whenever I hear one
times,
name,
and I feel it's so normal.
I see. So, but of course, names do have special meanings to go with it. So, Miss Van, please. How do you feel when people cannot remember your names? Is it a bad thing? Miss Van, please.
Okay.
Hello, Miss Van, are you there? Okay, I have to put her back into the waiting room and then back again. Okay, she's
Hello?
back. Hello, Miss Van. Okay, you're here. Okay, we are talking
Hello,
about
thầy.
names now. We are talking about remembering people's names now. So, Miss Van, how do you feel when people cannot remember your name? Yes? Nói đi Miss Văn ơi, please. It's your time to talk now.
Từ từ thầy, em mới vô đây, em định hình lại.
Okay. We are talking about remembering people's names now. So let's start with an easier question. When you talk to people, is it easy to remember their names, Miss Van? Let's say if you talk to your patient, for example, you are a doctor, of course. When you talk to your patient, is it easy to remember their names?
No, it isn't because I would meet many people in a day, and I just remember the names of my patient. If they are special,
If they are
like
special.
yes, like they have an emergency problem with their teeth,
Okay.
or they are so gọi là gì, khó chịu hết rồi.
If they are if they are annoying, bản chất hay là khó chịu. So their nature is annoying. So if they are annoying people, you will remember them.
họ là người
Yes,
kiểu như
true.
có yêu cầu cao hả?
Or if they are very demanding. If they are very demanding. Đòi hỏi nhiều.
Demanding, so I have to pay more attention on them.
Very demanding people. Have to pay more attention to them, I see. Okay, so talking about that, how do you feel when people cannot remember your names, Miss Van?
It depends on what kind of my relationship with them. Like
Yes.
If they are a long-time friends and I can't remember my name, so
And
I
that
feel
is really sad, right?
yes, I would feel upset because it means that I'm not important to them, so I can't. So they can't remember my name.
And that's a really sad situation. Okay, so Mr. Young, please. So, do any names have special meanings in your country? Like, for example, your name, Thái Dương, means the sun shining.
It's just the sun. It's not shining.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So what does it mean then? What does your name mean then?
Yeah, but it's just the sun, not shining.
Well, but I'm sure that's the meaning of the name.
Yeah. So everything When the parents, when they born a child, every
When
single
they born
name
a
has,
child, are you sure? When they born a child, are you sure? Sai cái gì? When they give birth to a child.
yeah, and they give birth to the child. Yeah,
When they give birth to a
to the
child.
child.
Khi họ đẻ một đứa bé, chứ không phải là born nha. When they give birth to a
Okay.
child. Or you
Yeah.
can say when a child is born. Khi một đứa trẻ được sinh ra.
When the child is born, they will set the child names meaningly. Đúng không? Yeah, like my name and my brother names is
My
Thiên Phúc.
brother's
So
name.
it mean the happiness from the sky, from the sky. Yeah. So I
Okay.
think every people, they has their own meaning in their name.
Have their own meanings in the names, I see. So, Miss Nguyen, do any names have special meanings in your country? Nguyen, hello.
We are.
You can talk about any names. You don't have to talk about your name, you know. It can be any name.
So, so many. So there are many of the name, and
There
they
are many different
meaningful.
kind of names, and
Different kind of name, and it's meaningful. Like my name is Nguyen, and it means the beginner of something.
the what of something?
The beginner.
The beginning.
Of.
The beginning. The beginning of something. Like, for example, the beginning of the journey, the beginning of something people do. Very good. So, okay, let's go to the topic part 2 and part 3, shall we? Now, 18. 18. There you go. So what do we have here? Let me move this one there. Okay, 18, it's describe a time that you worked in a group. And this one concern team working, of course. Câu này liên quan đến chuyện làm việc nhóm. Miêu tả một thời điểm mà các bạn đã làm việc trong một nhóm. You should say when it was. Thời điểm nào vậy? What you did, các bạn đã làm gì? Who you worked with, các bạn đã làm việc với ai? Explain why you worked in a group, giải thích tại sao các bạn đã làm việc trong một nhóm. And you have part 3 of team working. Do you think team working is important? Các bạn có nghĩ cái chuyện làm việc nhóm là quan trọng không? How do people improve their team working skills? Làm thế nào con người ta cải thiện cái kỹ năng làm việc nhóm của họ? Think about what people can achieve by working in a team. Hãy nghĩ về những gì con người ta có thể đạt được trong chuyện làm việc nhóm. And what would happen if they work individually, like alone? If they work by themselves, if they work alone. And so, what can be the problems when people working together? Có những vấn đề gì khi con người ta làm việc cùng nhau không? Think about the difference in personality. The differences in personalities. Think about the different ways of working. Ways of working. The way people do things can be different. Think about different ideas that people can have, and how people can solve conflicts. Giải quyết được mâu thuẫn thế nào? How people can solve conflicts. Next question. Do you think that team working is for everybody? Why not? Bạn có nghĩ cái chuyện làm việc nhóm là dành cho tất cả mọi người không? Tại sao không? Think about there are some cases that people should not work in a team. I know some people are like that. I am one of them. So it's tough for me to work in a team. but a lot of other people, they need to work with other people to succeed. But do you think that team working is for everybody? Bạn có nghĩ là chuyện làm việc nhóm là dành cho tất cả mọi người không? Tại sao không? Think about why team working is not for everybody. Okay, and then I'll give you like one more question, I think. What are the problems that can arise when team working? Có những vấn đề nào nó có thể nảy sinh ra khi làm việc nhóm không? What are the problems that can arise when team working? Bạn nào gánh team không? Like, is there anybody who has to undertake a lot of work while the others doesn't do anything, for example? Or is there a problem with who to decide who to work and what to contribute to the team? Có thể cống hiến được gì cho đội nhóm chẳng hạn. Who to work, ai làm việc gì, who to do what, something like that. Okay, so this can be an easy topic, I would say. So I'll give you 3 minutes first, okay? 3 phút suy nghĩ, bắt đầu. Okay, let's do it, class. Okay. Now, I would like someone to describe a time when you worked in a group. Okay, Miss Thanh Phương, can you be the first person to describe a time when you worked in a group? Be careful, past tense, cẩn thận mấy cái động từ á, quá khứ. Okay, let's do it.
At first, I want to say that I had many discussions in my class, but today I want to talk about one discussion that I have in my English lesson.
In my English lesson.
English lesson.
In my English lesson.
It was a discussion about the problems and solutions of greenhouse effect. And
Of what? Nói rõ ràng. You have to pronounce correctly everything. Come on. Of what?
it was a discussion about
Greenhouse effect, you mean?
Yes.
Hiệu ứng nhà kính rồi. Is that what you're trying to say? Greenhouse effect or greenhouse?
Greenhouse effects.
Okay. Nhanh, come on.
And in this discussion, I was in charge of finding problems about the greenhouse effect.
Okay.
And I remember that there are 5 people in my team.
Okay.
And we were contributed to many parts of the discussions. And I will explain why I worked in the group. And I have to say that it was a part of our lessons, so we need to work in a team.
Okay.
And
that's it. I think it's enough because you have only 2 minutes. Remember, mới có 2 phút thôi nha các bạn. You have only 2 minutes for this. Okay, good enough. Very good. Đủ lưu ý rồi. Okay, so Miss Thanh Thảo, please. Can you describe a time when you worked in a group, please? Your microphone. No, okay.
I always work in a group when I study in high school, and every time my teacher give me and give my class give homework my class for my
give my class homework, yeah.
And I always work with my member of group. For me, when for me, I work in a group is really difficult, and um, each member have differences in personalities, and so sometimes I annoying my members of.
Sometimes I feel annoyed.
So sometimes I feel annoyed, a member of group, because they don't do.
They don't do what they are supposed to do, right? Because they didn't do what they were supposed to do. Họ đã không làm những gì mà họ lẽ ra phải làm.
They didn't do what they were supposed to do. And I feel work in a group is really
it's really not for me,
really,
right? It's really not a good idea,
it's really
isn't
not
it?
for me. Yeah.
It's not a good idea. So it's not a good idea, không phải ý tưởng tốt đâu. Okay. I think it's good enough. Yep. Okay. So Miss Hoàng Vân, please. Can you describe a time when you worked in a group, please? Yes.
Cho em pass cho thầy.
Need more time? Okay, Nguyen, please. Your turn.
Like 3 months ago, I have a presentation about the food industry.
The what?
About the food industry.
The food industry. Industry, why?
Industry. The food industry. And I work with my
industry. The food industry
and I work with three my other friends, and they have some responsibility in the present. Like I'm the leader, and one of them is the editor.
Okay.
So I did them for a presentation about food industry.
Industry.
And this presentation has been
Okay.
Được sao vậy? Thế nào?
Say again?
Được sao bởi cô?
But the presentation, but its presentation that was appointed, I think. Appointed giống chỉ định, like given. I think presentation that was asked to give. Đã được hỏi để mà was asked to give by the teacher.
So the presentation has asked to give by my teacher, and we have to do in a group.
In a group. Okay, good enough. Dương, please.
Okay, so in school, in the secondary school, my teacher gave my class a teamwork PowerPoint for a new presentation. So as usual, I'm not really a leader, but I'm quite a designer of PowerPoint. So I'm design the PowerPoint for them to make a full presentation, and sometimes I help them for the information when they put into the PowerPoint. And so my group have 6 people, and it's randomly, and one of them are not really working uh, actively. So I sometimes have to. So I'm just ghi nhận là gì thầy?
So I just
Right.
write it down. I just write it down. Tôi viết ra thôi. So I
Okay,
just
so
write
I
it
just
down.
write down what he doing. So but another members, they work really hard from the day to night for giving me the file. And after that, I have 9 in that PowerPoint because
You
of
receive
my
a 9
PowerPoint is
out of
beautiful.
10. I
Yeah, 9 out of
received
10.
a 9 out of 10. I received a 9 out of 10. 9 trên 10.
I received a 9 out of 10, and my group work quite okay at that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Now, Miss Vân, please. Can you describe a time when you worked in a group, please? Hello? Miss Vân, are you there? Hello? Ủa sao nghe Vân nói gì ta? Why I couldn't hear anything from you? Hello? Maybe she's just busy. Okay, she's a doctor anyway, so obviously she's busy with a lot of things. Okay, let's go to part 3 of team working. So, Miss Thanh Phương, please, do you think team working is important?
Well, for me, I think working in a group is vital for everyone so they can get on well with another people, and they can also contribute
Em nói cái gì không có hiểu. I don't understand what you're saying. Chú ý phát âm. Be careful with your pronunciation. Try again. Do you think team working is important?
Well, I think that working in a team is quite vital for people when not only they can make new friends, but also they can contribute their idea for the team. And working in a group can also help people to learn from other people and develop their skills.
Develop their what?
Their skills and knowledge.
Yes. And develop their other skills as well. You think so? Tại vì cái việc làm nhóm nó sẽ phát hiện những kỹ năng mới, các kỹ năng khác nữa, ví dụ kỹ năng lãnh đạo chẳng hạn. Like it can team working can actually helps people to improve their other skills, like leader skills, for example, leader skills, or problem solving skill, kỹ năng giải quyết vấn đề trong nhóm, problem solving skill like problems in the same group, or interpersonal skills, kỹ năng mà giao tiếp người với người á. So, Ms. Thanh Thảo, please, what do you think? Do you think team working is important?
In my experience, I think it's so crucial for me because team working is so many benefits for me and for people. When you do team working, you can learn everything about
what?
solution problem, kiểu như là giải pháp
Problem
giải quyết những
solving.
vấn đề problem solving.
Problem solving, việc giải quyết vấn đề, problem solving. And of
Problem
course critical
solving.
thinking, and of course critical thinking skills, kỹ năng mà suy nghĩ tích cực, suy nghĩ mà gọi là đến tận gốc rễ vấn đề. Critical thinking skills like logical thinking skills, the same thing, very similar. Logical thinking skills. And what else?
Yeah, critical thinking and logical thinking skill, and you can think reality
What?
in you can think, kiểu như bạn có thể suy nghĩ thực tế thầy.
You can think more realistically. You can think realistically. Suy nghĩ một cách thực tế. You can think realistically.
You can
Realistic,
think
thực tế. Realistically. To think more realistically and or more practical.
And
Làm việc chung nhóm là biết ngay thôi. Just working in the same group and you can learn a lot actually. So yes.
And you can understand personality in
The
each
personalities
people.
of everyone. So, Mr. Young, please. So, how do people improve their team working skills? What do you think?
So I think the best way to improve
Bad
the
way.
The best way.
The
best way is working. It's
What?
working.
Say again?
It's having team working a lot. Like they work in every single project.
Project. In every single project.
In every project, so they have to be friendly and more talkative.
Talkative? What does talkative means?
Talkative.
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 Talkative. No, I don't think it's talkative. It's communicative. Communicative mang tính giao tiếp tốt thì đúng hơn là nói nhiều. Talkative is not the right word in here. They have to be communicative. They have to be communicative. Okay, what else?
Okay. And more active in working.
Okay.
And be more friendly with everyone. I think so.
No, you don't have to be friendly with everyone. Basically, when you teamwork, you have to understand people better and how to think logically. You don't have to be friendly, really. You don't. You just have to get things done. To get things done, làm cho mọi thứ. Chỉ cứ việc phải làm và làm thôi cho nó xong. To get things done. You do not really have to be friendly actually. Không cần phải friendly đâu. You just have to get things done. Chỉ việc phải là cứ làm mọi thứ cho nó xong là được. Không cần phải friendly đâu. Okay, so tell me, Miss Vân, do you think that team working is for everybody? Why or why not? Miss Vân, are you there? Hello. Hình như bạn bận rồi. Okay. Mr. Nguyen, please. Do you think that team working is for everybody? Why or why not?
I think sometimes team working is not for everybody. I like to work alone than
alone.
More as work in a group, because in the last year, like I have too many exercise to in the group and everybody in my group, so lately kind of lazy and don't have any intention in the exercise. So more than 90% of the exercise.
More than 90%.
90% in 90% of the exercise was
done.
Was done by me.
That's bad. You should have reported that situation to your tutor, you know.
Yeah.
Because that cannot go on. This cannot go on, you know.
Yes. And I have to do that.
You have to say no, this cannot go on. No, this cannot go on.
No.
Chứ phải là yeah hoài nha. No, this cannot go on.
No, it cannot go on. And just one. And in that group, just one person to with me in the PowerPoint.
Oh, that's sad. Now, okay, so Miss Tan Phương, please. Do you think that team working is for everybody? Why not?
I think it really depends on each people.
It depends. It clearly depends on each people, right? On each person. Be careful. Each plus singular noun. Each cộng với một danh từ singular, danh từ mà đơn lẻ, danh từ số ít. So each person, it depends on each person. It depends on each person. It depends on each person.
While some people need teamwork to develop their skills, other people are quite self-confident in themselves and they want to finish their job alone. And I think that working in a team is important, but if people are confident in themselves,
can you speak louder, please, and clearer, please? Nói lớn và nói rõ ràng nữa nè, come on. Thực sự luôn á, rất quan trọng, nói rõ ràng, rất là quan trọng luôn á. Speak clearly is important, you know. So, no. Nó ảnh hưởng đến cái khả năng người ta hiểu, nó rất là quan trọng luôn á. If people cannot understand what you're saying, then how can they grade you? How can they give you a score? Please, let's try again. If people, yes.
If people are confident in themselves, so they do not need to work in a team.
Okay. Such as, can you give some examples?
Like sometimes I want to finish my homework by myself, and I don't want to depend on other people. But sometimes in class, I want to work with my friends to finish our lessons more quickly as possible.
Nó càng ngày nó càng nhỏ lại. Why is this like getting like tinier and tinier? I cannot even hear it.
But in class, I want to work with my friends to finish our lessons faster.
But sometimes working together in a team makes things more complicated, you know. It's not that easy, especially for when you work with people. It's difficult, actually. So, Miss Thanh Thảo, what are the problems that can arise when team working? There's a lot of problems that can arise. What do you think?
I think there are many problems and quite various.
Quite what? Wait. Quite what?
Various.
Quite various. Very good. Khá đa dạng.
Various. When I was team working, when I do team working, such as sometimes I don't do everything when my teacher gives my homework for group. So if you are unlucky, you will be
Will
you
be
will
given
be
a difficult task, right?
yeah
Được
you
cho một
will be
cái việc
given
làm rất là khó.
difficult
Be given a difficult task to do.
and and mm, and each member will be different different thinking. So it just do one task. You will hear many idea from many
Because every people have their own ideas and thinking. So what could be the problem of that? It can create conflicts.
And and I think even
Why
even when
vậy?
team working
Why you hesitate a lot?
kiểu chưa có nghĩ được nhiều á thầy.
Oh my god.
Tại vì
I gave you a lot of time to think already, and you have learned with me for like I think nearly 12 months already. Thảo học thầy được gần bao nhiêu rồi? 12 tháng chưa?
dạ gần hả thầy?
Hơn đấy. It's actually a bit more. Okay, so Dương, please. So what are the problems that can arise when team working?
I think it's different thinking. They have argument.
Argument, không phải argument. Argument, âm đầu.
Argument. Are they
arguments?
haven't talked about that topic before. That topic earlier, so they haven't know what they have to do. They have to work with each other. Maybe laziness.
Lately.
I think it's laziness is maybe
Laziness,
the most common problems that can arise when they are team working.
Is
laziness.
Of course, it's laziness. Totally, very true. I agree with you. It's laziness. Okay, what else then? How about incompatibility, like sự không hợp tính? So you know the word compatible, right? Compatible with someone. Hợp với ai đó. So compatibility is a noun form, sự hợp tính. And the opposite of that is incompatibility, sự không hợp tính. Incompatibility between like members of the group, right?
Yeah. And introvert in the team working. There's a small amount of team introverts. They have team workings and they work really bad at it. Like they don't want to work. So I sometimes have to spend a lot of time to talk with them so they can work with me.
Of course. And a lot of introverts, they prefer to work alone, like for example I am. Okay, let's go to another topic. We should continue now. Okay, let's try 19 now. Describe a natural talent you want to improve. Miêu tả một cái tài năng bẩm sinh, một tài năng tự nhiên các bạn muốn cải thiện. You should say what it is, tài năng gì vậy? When you discover it, các bạn đã discovered it, phát hiện ra nó lúc nào? How you want to improve it, bạn muốn cải thiện nó như thế nào? And explain why you want to improve it, giải thích tại sao bạn muốn cải thiện nó. Có thể các bạn sẽ nói là tôi vẫn chưa phát hiện ra được tài năng bẩm sinh của tôi nữa. Nhưng mà đương nhiên là mình phải có một cái tài năng nào đó. Ví dụ như là tôi làm toán giỏi chẳng hạn, hoặc là tôi vẽ giỏi chẳng hạn, hoặc là đơn thuần chỉ là tôi nấu ăn được.
being lazy.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be something big. Like if you know how to cook like a simple meal, that is a natural talent already. If you know how to make friends, and that is a natural talent too. Cái chuyện kết bạn được là một cái khả năng tự nhiên đấy. Or if you know how to play a sport or a game, that is a natural talent too. Muốn biết chơi một cái trò thể thao hoặc là một cái game nào đó, nó cũng có thể là gọi tính được một dạng mà natural talent nha các bạn. Nó không cần phải cái gì mà to lớn mà như là chơi nhạc hay là something like that, you know. It doesn't have to be something big like playing music or being able to compete in like a Olympic or something. Không cần phải gọi là to lớn, to tát như là chơi đá banh giỏi hoặc là tham gia Olympic hay cái gì cả. No, it doesn't have to. You should say, well, let's talk about talents now. So what types of talent do children often have? Trẻ nhỏ thường có những loại tài năng gì? Think about types of talent. Think about artistic talent. Artistic talent. Những tài năng liên quan tới nghệ thuật. Artistic talent. There can be talent about sport. Talent regarding sports, thể thao, vận động. It can be talent regarding intellectual ability, khả năng về intellectual ability, khả năng về cái trí tuệ, khả năng trí tuệ. Like they can do more math, they can do science subject very fast or quickly. That is also a kind of talent. Còn tài năng gì không ta? Tài năng đối nhân xử thế nữa kìa. There's also a talent to do with communicative talent. Tài năng về mặt giao tiếp, đàm phán các thứ, nó là một dạng tài năng. It's a kind of talent. What else?
Có phải tài năng không là
What?
về trực giác.
Well, if they have a good intuition. If they have a good intuition, trực giác, that is also a kind of talent because they can feel that something is going on and they can tell people, they can avoid situation that they should not be in. That is also a talent too. Để dùng trực giác để có thể tránh được những tình huống không hay. That is also a talent too. Well, it doesn't have to be something that people can see, you know. It doesn't have to be obvious. Nó không cần phải có cái gì đó mà nó obvious, nó dễ dàng nhìn thấy. What else? They can have a talent in planning and executing things. Có thể là cái dụ talent về lên kế hoạch and executing. Lên kế hoạch và thực hiện nó. Planning and executing. It can be a talent, musical talent, of course, that belongs to artistic talent. Tài năng về âm nhạc cũng là một dạng mà artistic talent thôi. What else? Có rất nhiều thứ có thể được coi như talent nha. Cooking talent, for example. Tài năng nấu nướng. Think about it. So, what are the best ways to cultivate talent in children? Có những cách nào tốt nhất để mà nuôi dưỡng tài năng ở trẻ nhỏ? To cultivate talent in children, what do people do? Think about sending children to special classes where there are specialists that can help them to cultivate their talents. Gửi con trẻ đến những lớp học đặc biệt nơi mà có những chuyên gia, người ta có thể tìm cách người ta nuôi dưỡng cái tài năng đó. Or what else? Encourage the child to self-discover. Encourage people to self-discover. Khuyến khích con người ta làm gì? To discover themselves. Khuyến khích con người ta là khám phá bản thân, discover themselves. And to try new things. To try new things. Thử những thứ mới lạ. Đó cũng là một cách để mà cultivate talent nha. Thử những cái mới lạ cũng là một cách để mà nuôi dưỡng tài năng. What else? Cho học bổng. Giving scholarships, yeah. Giving scholarship. Giảm bớt số lượng bài tập ở trường. Cho có thời gian để chơi đùa nhiều hơn. Yeah. Basically decreasing the workload in school. Decreasing the workload in school. Or reducing homework so that they can have more time to play and nurturing their talents. Giảm cái lượng bài tập trên trường cũng là một cách để mà cho trẻ con có nhiều thời gian hơn để mà nó nuôi dưỡng cái tài năng của nó. It's a good idea, you know. What else? Cho tiền. Well, providing financial aid. Providing financial aid. Sự cung cấp sự trợ giúp tài chính. Thay vì nói là cho tiền, mình sẽ nói là cung cấp sự trợ giúp tài chính. Providing financial aid for children. What else? You can also cultivate talents by organizing competition. Tổ chức những cái cuộc competition, những cuộc thi đấu các bạn. Organizing competitions so that people can showcase their talent. So that people can showcase their talent. Trình diễn tài năng. They can showcase their talent. Nó show hết ra. Trình diễn hết ra tài năng của họ. What else? Các bạn có suy nghĩ đi chứ bắt thầy suy nghĩ hoài vậy. Why you ask me to, why you so silent? You have to speak, you know. I don't like it when speaking class is like only me talking, you know. It's bad. You need to also say something, you know. Cống hiến ý đi chứ. Hiến ý đi chứ. Góp ý đi chứ. Okay, next question. Is it possible for us to know whether children who are 3 or 4 years old will become musician? Nhạc sĩ. Will become musicians and painters. Painters are basically thợ vẽ hay là họa sĩ. Painters when they grow up. Liệu có thể nào chúng ta để biết được liệu mà trẻ nhỏ mà mới 3-4 tuổi nó sẽ trở thành nhạc sĩ và họa sĩ khi chúng lớn lên không? So you have to look at the signs. Có thể nhìn vào những cái dấu hiệu. Like for example, if they really spend a lot of time drawing, that could be an indication that they will stick with painting for a long time when they are older, you know. Yeah. Nếu chúng vẽ rất nhiều thì có thể là một cái dấu hiệu là chúng sẽ dùng rất nhiều thời gian để mà nó stick with painting, có liên tục là bám lấy cái chuyện đó, they stick with painting. How about musician? Like for example, if the child listen to the music and they can sing it back, that is an indication. Một cái chỉ định. It is an indication of musical ability. Đó là một cái sự chỉ định về cái khả năng âm nhạc của nó nếu mà có thể nghe lại và hát lại được. What else? Think about the signs. What else? What else then? Okay, why do people like to watch talent shows on TV? Tại sao con người ta lại thích coi những cái show tài năng trên TV? Is that because they themselves do not have the talent?
That's right.
So that's why they look at other people's talents and they admire. For admiration, admire. So admire, động từ là admire. So the verb form is admire, ngưỡng mộ ai đó, to admire someone. But the noun form is admiration, admiration, admiration. Be careful. Cẩn thận nha. The noun form is admiration. Check it out.
Admiration, admiration.
And then the verb form?
Admire,
Admire. You see? Admiration and admire. Or is it because they watch talent show for entertainment? Có thể là vì giải trí không? Or một số người Việt Nam coi show talent show để mà họ so sánh con họ với những người khác. A lot of people in Vietnam they can watch talent shows, so they compare their own children with others. Of course, I know this is a very bad thing. Một điều rất tệ luôn đó là so sánh con mình với người khác, với những con người khác. Or what other reason why they watch talent show on TV? Because talents, they gives people hope, you know. Những tài năng, nhìn những tài năng thì nó cho con người ta niềm hy vọng. So, looking at talented people can give people hope. Cho con người ta niềm hy vọng. Hope in the country. Hope in the hope in people, hope in the country, hope in the later generations. Niềm hy vọng về con người, về đất nước, về những cái thế hệ đi sau. What else? But talent show can be great for entertainment too. Rất tốt cho cái chuyện giải trí luôn á. Và đương nhiên talent show nó có thể là cái để mà làm cho người ta bị sao nhãng, ta không có quan tâm đến những cái mà vấn đề nghiêm trọng nữa. Nó là một cách để mà chính quyền gọi là kiểm soát cái suy nghĩ của người dân á. So you can actually do talent shows, so people will watch them a lot, so they will be distracted. So it's a distraction from important issues. Một sự sao nhãng khỏi những cái vấn đề nghiêm trọng, vấn đề quan trọng. Well, what else? Okay, you think about it. Let's do 19 now. Describe a natural talent you want to improve. You have 2.5 minutes, please. 2 phút rưỡi. Class. All right. Now, Miss Vân, are you there? Hello. Hello, Miss Vân, are you there? Hello. I think she's having a problem with her microphone, I think. Put her in a waiting room now, so... Okay, she's back here. Into the room, please. Hello, Miss Vân. Are you back now? Oh, I think she's just busy now. Never mind. Young, can you continue to describe a natural talent you want to improve?
Okay, so that talent is playing games.
Of course, it's a good talent to have.
Yeah, because when I was young, I haven't played any video games.
When I was younger.
Younger, yeah.
Because you're still young. Of course, you're still young. When I was younger.
Yeah, so I was younger. I haven't played any games or video games or any kind of games. And so I have sometimes I have tried to play game, but it's hard for me because I haven't approached it when I was younger.
Okay.
So for me, so I discovered it when my friends invite me to play a game, and I play it quite good and
Quite
I
well. I
farm
played quite well
quite well. Yeah,
because it describes the way you play it. Adverb. I play it
quite
quite
well,
well.
quite well, and um, and I'm usually farming like 3-4 times a day in that game to improve my hand skill.
My what?
And yeah,
To
so
improve your
because
speed, right?
my speed game and the
My
rhythms
playing
of that
speed.
game,
Tốc độ chơi. My playing speed.
my playing speed and play how to use the keyboard while playing
Use a what? How to use a keyboard when I...
the keyboard. Play when I playing.
Okay.
So that's all.
Okay, good. Good. So far, so good. Miss Tan Thao, please. Can you describe a natural talent you want to improve?
Well, for me, I think I have một cái trí nhớ này nói sao thầy? I
have a memory. I have a
I have a
very good memory.
I have a very good memory, memory than people, and
I have a very good memory than a lot of people.
And a lot of people, and tự nhiên thầy mấy em vừa ngay. I discovered it when I must studying many things, such as study at school, and I must learn the guitar and Korean.
And Korean language.
In Korean language. So I think I have a good memory than others.
You have a better memory than others. Yeah. And
I practice.
How do you improve it?
Yeah, I practice every day. By I try to remember, learn about I study, and it's bring many benefits. It bring many benefits for me
to
when
me.
I study.
It brings me many benefits.
To me,
it brings me many benefits.
Brings many benefits, and when I work in many places and I study in class, and
okay, that's good enough. Now, so Miss Tan Phương, please, can you describe a natural talent you want to improve?
Well, I think that I want to improve my singing skills.
Sorry, my
singing skills.
Your singing skill. Your singing skills. What about it then?
Yeah, I think that singing is a good hobby that and it brings me many interesting
or interesting? Interesting.
And I can sing my favorite songs when
my favorite songs. I'm down. My favorite songs.
when I have the singing talent. And when I discovered it, I was about 5 years old, and I remember that I really loved singing since then.
Okay, I
And
really love singing since then.
about the way to improve it, last year I attended one singing class, and then I found it quite funny. And I will explain why I want to improve it, because this talent can help me to.
The silence can help you to.
This talent can help me to.
These talents can help you to.
This talent can help me to be confident.
To be confident. To be more confident.
Confident when I want to express myself.
Okay, good now. Okay, and one. Okay, I see. Now let's talk about talents now. So, Miss Phương, what types of talent do children often have? Miss Phương, please. So, what types of talent do children often have? What do you think? Cố lên. Yes, Miss Phương, your microphone. Okay, what types of talent do children often have? What do you think?
I think that children can talk. Children can talk when they were young, and
okay, so Mr. Young, what types of talent do children often have? What do you think?
I think they have
Okay, let's start with children because cái câu đầu tiên á, nó thường là câu dẫn đầu, mình nên nói thẳng ra, nói rõ ràng là cái gì, đừng có refer, đừng có nhắc lại, đừng có dùng tham chiếu nhắc lại những gì trước đó nha. Đừng có dùng they hay là it hay gì cả. So the first sentence you should make everything clear. Just say that children often have something.
Yeah, so children commonly often have art talents, like musical talent.
Musical.
Musical talent.
Musical talent.
Painting talent, and the smaller is thinking talent, like they can play chess.
Thinking talent? Like they can think very well, they can think very logically, they can be very productive or something?
Yes, and maybe it's like smart talent, like they can play chess, every type of chess quickly and easily.
Quickly and easily, yes.
And the smaller is they can doing math when they haven't reached that level, but they still can do it well. So that's many types of talent of children.
Okay, good now. So Mr. Young has already done that. Okay, Thanh Thảo, please. So what are the best ways to cultivate talent in children? What do you think?
Well, I find my parents always bring to me to extra classes because they
take extra classes and take IELTS classes from Mr. John.
Because there are many experts about fields kiểu cái lĩnh vực đó thầy.
About different fields.
About different fields, and I think if my children have a communicative talent, they can they can
Đang nói về trẻ
they
nhỏ của em.
can
You're talking about your children, right? So
they
they
can
can.
take out early social contact because they because they could away from many issues and
So they can avoid
problem
many
solving.
issues, right? They can
Yeah,
avoid many
avoid.
issues, and they can learn much more useful skills for their life, right? What kind of issues can they avoid? You have to be specific, phải nói rõ ràng. Like what kind of problems can they avoid if they yeah.
Such as avoid bad people and they can improve your communicate
Communication skills?
communication skill and have behavior suitable.
Okay. All right, good. So, Miss Thanh Phương, please. So, is it possible for us to know whether children who are 3 or 4 years old will become musicians and painters when they grow up? It's a difficult question, I know. But looking at children, how do we know what kind of potential they have? What kind of potential they have? Làm thế nào chúng ta biết được chúng có những cái tiềm năng gì? Like through their daily activities, through their interests, to their interests, những niềm yêu thích. Or what? Miss Phương?
I think that parents can let them to draw their art, and we can also let them attend some music class.
Music, are you sure?
Music
Classes.
Music. And we can.
For example, I do teach to play the piano.
I think we can try some times up. Like piano or guitar. Or they can draw themselves.
Say again? Okay, I'm not convinced with this answer. Tôi vẫn chưa cảm thấy là được convinced, mình cảm thấy là chưa có thuyết phục với câu trả lời này. So, you, what do you think? Is it possible for us to know whether children who are 3 or 4 years old will become musicians and painters when they grow up?
I think no, because 3 or 4 years old still.
It's hard to tell, right? Khó nói.
Yeah,
lắm.
it's still hard to tell because the best way to know where they'll to musician or painter is from like 15 or 17. They will.
Sometimes it's really early, like you know the story.
Yeah,
of
but
Evan.
that is.
You know the story
like,
of Evan Lee, right?
Yeah, I know.
Evan Lee, right?
But it's rarely.
It's very rare.
Yeah, it's
It's
very
quite
rare.
rare to see those people like that, you know.
So commonly, it's 50. They will show their potential in musician or painter.
In what?
Yeah, in musician and painter.
Okay.
And 3 or 4 years old is.
It's
quite,
too early. It might be too early to tell. Có thể
Yeah,
là
it's quite
tùy
too
vào ý em
early.
thôi. It depends on what you
maybe-
think. There's no definite answer. Chẳng có câu trả lời nào mà hoàn toàn bắt buộc phải trả lời vậy cả. There's no definite
Yeah.
answer. Okay, so Thảo, please. So why do people like to watch talent shows on TV? What do you think on television?
Actually, I think there are many reasons. People like watch talent shows um, because because people have talent is really rare and they must be practiced every time um, every time and I think it's so interesting when you watch talent and
Okay,
and
and go on, please.
and it's um encourage it's a uh, is kiểu động lực đó thầy.
It's a motivation.
It's a motivation for me and for people can improve my talent.
Okay. It's a motivation for people to improve my talent. Okay, good. Okay, it could be a motivation for other people to improve they already have talent. Very good. Now, so what do you think, Mr. Yoon? Why do people would like to watch talent shows on TV? Is it merely because of entertainment or because of education?
I think most of is entertainment.
Most of the talent shows are for
Most of the talent is for entertaining.
entertainment.
But entertainment, but some is for admire.
From
For the
admiration.
Admiration.
Some is for admiration, yes.
Admiration. Maybe there are some show that they just want to show.
Of course,
where,
you know, most shows are for selling products, right? Dùng để bán đồ là chính.
Maybe some show is
Promotion
for finding
events
talent.
and things like that.
For some show is for finding talent, so you can find a potential people or person that they need.
And of course, it's for promotion, you know, promotional events. Đương nhiên là mấy show đó dành cho những sự kiện quảng bá là chính. Promotional events so they can sell more products and helping the economy. Okay, is there any other reasons? Còn lý do nào khác không?
I think no.
Okay, so I think that's it. We can end the lesson here. Good practice. Okay, that's the end of my videos. Please like, share this video with your friends, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and press on the bell button next to the subscribe button so you can get notified about my new uploads, okay? You can also press follow my Facebook, but please don't add me on Facebook as friends, okay? Cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi nha. Các bạn hãy nhấn vào like, chia sẻ video này bạn bè các bạn. Nhấn vào nút đăng ký kênh YouTube mình và nút cái chuông kế bên cạnh để đăng ký kênh á, để mà các bạn sẽ được thông báo về những video mới nha. Các bạn cũng có thể nhấn vào nút theo dõi Facebook mình nhưng nhớ đừng kết bạn Facebook mình nha. Thank you and see you. Bye.